Hello students, my name is Kritika and I am your computer digital mentor. Today we are going to learn about some very interesting chapters of computer. So let's start with our sixth chapter, that is programming in Scratch. So students, before we start our chapter, we have some lesson objectives, that is sensing input and its execution, learn comparing values, generating random numbers, making a variable, applying reasoning to make decisions. So students, now we have some warm-up question, that is state yes or no. So students, you have to write yes or no in front of every statement. So first we have, do you like to watch animation movies? क्या आपको animation movies देखना पसंद है? And second is, do you like to play games on computer? क्या आपको कंप्यूटर पे गेम खेलना पसंद है? Now third one is, would you like to make animation and games yourself? क्या आप खुद से ही animations और games को बनाना चाहते हैं? So you have to write yes or no. So students, now let's start our chapter. In the previous class, you have learned about Scratch and its basic functions. In this chapter, we shall learn about programming in Scratch and how to perform different mathematical operations like addition, subtractions, multiplication, division, and apply condition to find the solution to a problem. Programming in Scratch is very easier and simpler because many complexity that occurs in other programming languages have been removed from Scratch. Scratch is the easiest programming language for beginners. It is easy to create your own interactive stories, games, and animation. It is developed by the MIT Media Lab. MIT Media Lab has been translated into 70 plus languages. It introduces some basic programming concepts in a fun and interesting manner. It is used in most parts of the world. So students, our first topic is, what is Scratch coding? Scratch coding क्या है? Scratch is a graphical programming language developed by Lifelong Kindergarten Group at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It's allowed children to learn coding concepts and create interactive concepts and create interactive projects without reading to learn a text-based programming language. So students, here you can see the layout of Scratch programming environment. So students, now our next topic is Scratch good for learning programming? So as we know, Scratch is a real programming language. It is just a good introduction to programming. It is real programming language in its own right. Computer scientists would say Scratch is a complete programming language, which means it can perform all the basic functions that make up algorithm. So students, is Scratch easy to learn? क्या Scratch सीखना बहुत आसान है? So let's learn about it. Scratch is designed to fun, educational, and easy to learn. It has tools for creating interactive stories, games, art, simulation, and more. Using block-based programming, Scratch even has its own paint editor and sound editor. Now students, our next topic is sensing input and its execution. So, the sensing block palette in Scratch is used to sense the keyboard input while executing the script. The block asks the user to type input using the keyboard, and block stores the keyboard input as answer. The question appears in a voice bubble on the screen. The program waits until the user types in his response by either pressing the enter key or clicking the check mark. Suppose we want to create a small block stack by using the sensing instructions and execute it. For this, you have to follow some steps, and these are: remove the cat sprite from the stage by deleting it. Second, click on the choose sprite from library button and add the Kai sprite from the people folder. select the appropriate costume, Kai-B for the sprite. Click the stage thumbnail on the left and select the choose backdrop from library button. Import the house one background on the stage. Now, by dragging and placing the 3 blocks, create the script. Then, the block allow the user to type input by using the keyboard. Now, drag and drop the block on the text field of the block. Click on the green flag button. The message, "How are you?" gets displayed on the stage along with the text box. Then, enter the answer in the text box. Press the enter key or click on the check mark present on the answer text box. Now, the answer "fine" will be displayed in the voice bubbles on the stage for the specified number of seconds. Now, students, our next topic is using mathematical operation in Scratch. So, students, option in the operators block are round in shape. They are light green color, coded block and are used to solve mathematical equations. These blocks can easily be placed in the value box of any other block. So, first, for arithmetic operators. So, second, use an asterisk for multiplication. Third, use forward slash for division. And fourth, more block for correct shape. And fifth, various numeric representation. For performing calculation in a Scratch project, follow the given steps. So, if you want to perform any calculation in Scratch program, you have to follow the given steps. So, first we have in Scratch window, open a new file, delete the default cat sprite, click the choose sprite from library button, select the category animal from the sprite library dialog box and click OK. Image of many animals are displayed. Now, choose the bird flying sprite from the option and click OK. Then, drag the block from the events block category under the scripts tab and place it in script area. So, next we have put these blocks and blocks from the looks block and snap them together below the block. Then, click and drag the block from the operators block category and add it inside the block. Then, enter the text and numbers inside the block. Then, click on any block to run the script and note the sprite calculating the given numbers. Change the numbers and note the sprite displaying change in the result. In the same way, you can use other blocks to perform subtractions, multiplication and division from the operators block group. So students, let's jump to our next topic, that is arithmetic operator and logical operator. Scratch provides you the tools to perform a variety of operations. These lessons introduce you to arithmetic and logical operations. Arithmetic operators allow you to code programs that add, subtract, multiply and divide. Logical operator test whether conditions are true or false. There are 3 logical operators: and, or, and, not. So students, let's start our new topic, that is comparing values. In the operators block palette, there are some blocks that compare the numbers. In mathematics, you use less than, greater than and equal to signs to compare two numbers. Likewise, in Scratch, the less than block states true if the first value is less than the second value. The equal to block states true if the two numbers are equal than and greater than. Block states true if the first value is greater than the second value. These blocks are called comparison block. So, create a script by dragging the block and type the number inside the greater than block. Click on the block to run the script. Similarly, V equal to block. Try the following scripts and check the results. So now students, our next topic is generating random numbers. So The block from the operator block category is used to generate a random number from a specified range. Let us find out how the sprite itself choose the random number with the help of this block. So firstly, drag and drop the block in the script area and change the value. Click on the block and you will find that the sprite speaking random numbers between 1 to 50. So now students, let's jump to our next topic, that is bouncing the ball up and down. So bouncing a ball all around the stage can be done by using block along with other blocks. Create a new Scratch project using beach ball sprite and the blocks. So students, here you can see the interface of a bouncing ball up and down. So students, before we start our next topic, it's time to learn an interesting fact, that is not, and or are value of logical operations for comparisons. So now students, let's start our new topic, that is creating a variable. A variable is a box in Scratch memory that is used to store a changing value. Variable can have only one value at a time. These values can be either numbers or strings, that is text. In Scratch, you can create variables in a project with the help of data block. Variables are represented by blocks shaped by elongated circles uniquely labeled by the user. For creating a variable, follow the given steps below. So if you want to create a variable, you have to follow these steps. So first we have, click on make a variable block in the data block palette. The new variable box appears. Enter any suitable name like name for the variable in the variable name text box. Choose a button specifying whether the variable is for all sprites or for this sprite only. Then click OK. The name block will be added under the variable block menu. Now drag the blocks to create a script using the different blocks palette. Then type your name in the answer box displayed on the stage and press the enter key. The sprite will speak the answer in a voice bubbled and it will be stored under the variable name on the top left corner of the stage. Now students, let's jump to our next topic, that is applying reasoning to make decisions. In everyday life, it is common for us to make decisions based on information available to us. In order to write program that makes decisions based on data, the user provides 30 plus 20 is equal to 50, 25 and half is equal to 5, 9 into 8 is equal to 72, and 80 minus 20 is equals to 60. When the mathematical equations becomes complex, it requires our right reasoning to solve it. 16 into 70 plus 30 plus 80 and 4 plus 3 divided by 3 minus 8 into 25. In this situation, we need to apply BODMAS rule to give correct solution. Similarly, programming in a computer includes logic and decision making. In logical thinking, we should first identify the main step and then work out the details of each step. So students, our next topic is applying condition and programming. In programming, a condition is something that must be true in order for something to happen. A condition is thus set to evaluate to true or evaluate to false. In Scratch, any book whose label says if, when, or until is a sort of conditional construct. In Block, the script inside it will execute only if the condition given after if is true. All the elongated diamond-shaped blocks which are in the sensing block palette are placed as a condition inside these blocks. You can use blocks from the sensing category for controlling sprites in a better way. So let us observe them in a project. So first we have open a new file in Scratch, import the background Ball1 from the sports category, delete cat sprite and add rock sprite from the things category on the stage. Reduce its size using the shrink button. Drag the block to the script area, place the block below it. Add blocks from motion category, change the value to 15. Place the conditional block below the block. Drag the block from the sensing block palette and place it over the value box in the block to check a condition and take decision. Select the edge option from the drop-down menu of the block. The blocks let you check whether the sprite is touching the edge of the stage or the mouse pointer. Drag the block from the motion category and place it below the block. Change the value from 15 to 5. Place the block from looks category under the block. Place the block from the motion category outside the block. Click on the green flag button and observe the ball moving all around the stage. Now, to observe the change in the condition, select mouse pointer option from the drop-down menu list of the block. Again, click on the green flag button and run the script. Observe that the ball is moving and changing its color only if you place the mouse pointer on the ball. Click on the stop button to halt the execution. Now students, let's learn about advantages of Scratch. So first, it allows user to integrate creativity in storytelling, games and animations. Kids can collaborate on projects through the use of Scratch and share their projects online. Second, it allows students to develop 21st century skills through the use of technology. So now students, does Scratch cost money? So the answer is Scratch is available free of cost. You can use it in your school and you can teach a course about it. So now students, is Scratch a safe website? So the answer is yes, it is very safe. We can take the community guidelines seriously and we don't allow anything that might be inappropriate for the website. So students, our next topic is why was Scratch created? So it was created to make interactive stories, games and animation. Scratch is very similar to Logo because the numbers of ways to arrange the blocks is endless. So students, what we have learned in this chapter, let's have a quick look on some key points. So Scratch is a block-based visual programming language and is easy to learn. The sensing block in Scratch is used to sense the keyboard input while executing the scripts. Next, the Scratch can perform calculations using mathematical operators. A variable is a box in Scratch memory that stores a changing value. Variables can be created in project with the help of data block. Scratch allows us to apply reasoning to make decisions. So students, this is it from this chapter. Soon we are going to learn about many interesting chapters of computer. Till then, revise what we learned today. Thank you.